Welcome back, everybody. This is number 2 of the playthrough of the park that I did on my Twitch Halloween special last year. Thanks for joining me. My name is Xexor. So in this part, we continue to wander away from the Tunnel of Tales and head toward the Octotron, which normally probably would be a little bit freaky for me anyway. I'm not a really big spinning around guy, but on top of everything else, well, you'll see. Swan's gingerbread and chocolate, okay.
Hello?
Where is he? I don't know where he is.
Hansel and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
That's pretty good. That's... I don't know if it's super profound, but that's a good way to describe it. You can't tell because I'm a chubby now, but I used to, when I was really super young, I used to have days where I was not starving, but where I was really hungry and I couldn't have any more.
Another accident. This place.
That creepy Chad dude was staring at me. Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbon, so the only real question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. The customers will come out of simple curiosity. I deduced what was needed from the banned writings of Archie Henderson. It's astonishing to think that a resonance of positive emotions can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon, I will know if this has all been for nothing. So can I not get the teddy bear? Pull the knife out and grab the teddy bear? I guess not, maybe. Yeah, it's not letting me go any closer. Okay. Guess we don't worry about the teddy bear for now.
Come out, sweetie.
Follow the trail.
Callum!
Yeah, but it's a whisper now. I can't even tell if that's actually Callum. Of course, you couldn't tell before either, right? It could be something imitating Callum's voice. Okay. This is a scary park. This park is hella creepy. Down.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
See if there's anything over here. I doubt it, right? Maybe. Alright, we'll just go over the bridge now, I guess. Kind of cool. You can look down and see your hands and feet and stuff.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy.
I like when games do that. You can see yourself some.
The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
Eyewitness report. Officer duty sheriff. Blah, blah, blah. Norma Creed. Statement. We were waiting for our turn on the ride, Frank. Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice. And at first we thought he was making some animal like a tiger or lion. But as more and more of the ice fell away, when you first looked it was like a human face smiling out of that block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw there was something not quite right about the proportions, something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster, like you were prey and that thing in the ice was a hunter. But then these teenagers walked up and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, wow, he went berserk. For a few moments it was a chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had been one of the teenagers on the ground, and he was stabbing with the ice pick. And blood was spraying, and people were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids, and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. And the guy's like totally flipped. And the last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of the poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. God.
Come back.
Obviously something weird's going on, right? Because this shouldn't be on if they've closed the park. It's like, so why you turn the machine on? I didn't turn the machine on. Why on then? I don't know, because the ghost turned it on? No, ghost! What the? I don't know the ghost here. What do you think that the whole mystery that they were like describing was? It's not peanut butter and pickles. Peanut butter? What the? That doesn't make no sense. Well, you know what I mean, like roses and butterflies.
I remember this.
Me and Callum. Family ties. Alright. This could basically go back to...
Callum, stay where you are.
Mother duck said quack, 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 quack.
So I don't know how to get on this. How do I... Because it sounds like he's like right friggin' there. If that's the case, then how... Oh, there's a turnstile. I saw the booth here earlier, but I didn't know there was a turnstile. I missed that. I was thinking it was just... Okay. Ride
Can't get
Octotron?
on while it's moving.
Oh, here we go. Decrease speed. I keep hitting this until it stops. Alright. Okay. Now I say this, right? I don't know how you would start it, though, from that distance, but okay. Ferris wheel in the distance. That's, I think, the bridge that has the giant gap that's all busted. I think that's the one that would go to the Ferris wheel, potentially. Yeah, right there. So I don't know how we would... Can't call out to Callum right now. Ah! No! Giant witch monster, apparently. Is that a gingerbread witch? Like from Hansel and Gretel? Whatever, Xexor. It's just a giant eat Xexor witch. Crap. Oh wait, she's at the controls or she has Callum? I can't tell.
Where are you?
It's not... Oh, I'm like moving while I do it, that's why. Increase it too much. Can I break it? That beak thing that's there is kind of creepy on its own. With or without. I'm not riding it. Okay.
Stop! Callum!
Over here? Yeah, I guess I go this way.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
Interesting. I thought working in the park for summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of the season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, and so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping, and most of that gossip is about Chad. I mean, Steve. See? Even I'm starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that dance suit. In the beginning, it was a laugh. Steve, the local lush as Chad the chipmunk, child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all of that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first, it was little things, like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's diner, still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. But nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by. And apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since the last time I saw him puking up in a gutter outside the Psychoil station. because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice, though, they give me the creeps. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, sizing me up. Me, whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually, I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Steve, wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Laura Henman.
Callum!
No, frickin' fantastic.
Do you know I'm sweating so much right now? Pierce, Xexor, let me, you gotta use your Toyota right now. Like, hey, he's scared squeaky, let's go play it. I hate squeaky guts, so I wanna play a scary game. No, 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 no.